after discussing the concept of the linear momentum, now we can very easily discuss the second law of motion. Actually, second law of motion is completely depending on or completely based on the momentum. So let us first state the Newton's second law. Newton's second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum, you can write, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum of your body is directly proportional to the applied force on it. Rate of change of momentum of your body is directly proportional to the applied force on it, and the change takes place in the same direction. The change takes place in the same direction as that of the force. The change takes place in the same direction as that of the force. जिस डायरेक्शन में फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है, as that of the force. It means what? Now, see students, here I will discuss it using the vectors as well as the calculus, like this. If a vector is directly proportional to, I can write dp vector by dt. If you can recall calculus, we have discussed calculus. At least that much of calculus we have discussed which is needed in physics. उतना कैलकुलस तो हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया है ऑलरेडी. तो हम लोग यहाँ पर कंसिडर क्या करते हैं? F vector is directly proportional to dp vector by dt. Okay, F vector is directly proportional to dp vector by dt means dp vector by dt का मतलब क्या हुआ? Rate of change of the linear momentum. Rate is always taken with respect to time. Rate of change of the linear momentum, this is, and there is no negative sign, everything is positive. It means direction of F vector and dp vector are the same, both is the same. Alright, so F vector is directly proportional to dp vector by dt, or we can say F vector is equal to k into dp vector by dt. Here k is the constant of proportionality as usual, or we can write F vector is equal to k d by dt, and here m into v vector in place of p vector, or we can write k into m, here we write dv vector by dt, that also can be written. Then we can write here it is k m. Obviously a vector is the acceleration, rate of change of velocity. F vector is equal to this. Here we substitute k to be equal to 1. I just tell you, in many derivations we put k is equal to 1, and we observe that there is no problem in substituting this, right? It does not affect the result, so we can substitute it, no problem. It is k is equal to 1, then how much we shall get? F vector is equal to m into a vector. Look, this is a vectorial expression. That is very important to note. It's a vectorial expression. The expression which we are getting from the Newton's second law, that is a vectorial expression. Why vectorial? Because there is a statement here that it acts, it means force will act in the direction of the rate of change of momentum. मतलब क्या? उसके direction को indicate कर रहा है ना, इसलिए the proof of it is a vectorial proof that we have to keep in our mind. ये हुआ इसका proof. Now what I shall do? We shall now convert it into the scalar, isn't it? Now we can convert it into the scalar. How? कैसे convert करोगे? Now you resolving F vector and a vector into their components. as we are familiar with the resolution of vectors, so I hope none of you will have the problem. We are resolving it. ये जो एक्सप्रेशन है इसमें एफ वेक्टर और ए वेक्टर को मैं रिजॉल्व करूंगा बिकॉज दीज आर द वेक्टर क्वांटिटीज. रिजोल्यूशन कैन ओनली टेक प्लेस फॉर वेक्टर क्वांटिटीज. सो एफ एक्स आई राइट एफ एक्स आई प्लस एफ वाई जे प्लस एफ जेड के इक्वल टू एम. ए एक्स आई प्लस ए वाई जे प्लस ए जेड k. Look, we have resolved both the vectors in their components. I hope you can very easily understand this. So here now from both sides equating coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap from both sides. What we shall get? Fx equal to mx, fy equal to my, and fz equal to maz. We have equated I cap. तो देखो fx equal to max, fy equal to may, like this. Now what you do? Now we shall squaring and adding. मैं क्या करूँगा? इनको स्क्वायर करके ऐड कर दूँगा. इन सबों को मैं स्क्वायर करके ऐड कर देता हूँ. If I square and add them, then how much we shall get? Squaring and adding. Can I write it here? Fx square plus fy square plus fz square equal to m square ax square plus ay square plus az square. And you know in orthogonal coordinates, right, when all the axes are mutually perpendicular to each other, then these three, according to Pythagoras theorem, it is f square equal to m square a square. What is f and a? Are the resultant force and acceleration. Resultant force and acceleration. And obviously from here we can write f is equal to m2. ये हो गया इसका स्केलर स्टेटमेंट. देखो ये वेक्टोरियल स्टेटमेंट को मैं स्केलर स्टेटमेंट में कैसे लाया इसको जरा ऑब्जर्व करो. मैंने कंप्लीटली वेक्टर का कंसेप्ट यूज किया. दैट इज टू बी रिमेंबर्ड once you go through it. Very simple. It's not at all difficult, dear students. This is all about the Newton's second law of motion, its proof and all. That means from Newton's second law of motion we are getting the expression for force. अब तुम जानते हो कोई भी क्वांटिटी, I just remove it, any quantity which we are discussing, all the quantities have some unit. I write units of force. Let us now have a discussion on units of force. देखिए यूनिट्स दो तरह का हो सकता है. वन इज एब्सोल्यूट यूनिट and another is gravitational units. One is the absolute unit, another is the gravitational unit. Once I just tell you to recall our initial chapter, the first chapter, in which we have discussed a lot regarding the units. According to that, what are the absolute units in which small g is not used? ठीक है? Gravitational unit is that in which small g is used. what will happen? Consequently, what will happen? Absolute unit will remain same everywhere, but the gravitational unit, the value of the gravitational unit rather, will be changing from place to place. Why? Because it is depending upon g, small g, acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity changes from place to place. That's why absolute unit will remain the same, but gravitational unit changes. I just tell you absolute units. Number one, I will tell about Newton, capital N, and number two, dyne. These are the absolute units. But gravitational unit, one is kgf, another is gf, gram force. kgf and gram force, gf. Okay. Now, from the first chapter, one more thing we know, that is, all the units are very well defined. All the units can be defined, should be well defined. All the units should be well defined. हम लोग का क्राइटेरिया ही था, unit should be well defined in state. So now we are going to define unit. I think if I define just 1 Newton, मैं अगर define कर दूँ तो बाकी को तुम अपने से भी define कर सकते हो. That is not a big problem. So now we are coming to in our next lecture. I will be defining all these units. Okay.